I'm sure the two of us were young guys when the toggery in politics been there at the height. They don't introduce her and they don't perfect them. Now I make it afraid. Commonsensically, what is wrong if the clause they talk say when there is violence in a particular station, we don't disturb the counting, the electoral commissioner for cancel that particular elections. I mean, why you want for declare election when the counting has been disturbed?
We'll take the ballot box.
I mean, why do you have to read into the mind of other people? With all the securities, I mean, we have been seeing violence in political, in polling stations. So if they bring checks and balances that if it happens, just in case it happens with all the protection, I mean, now for cancel that particular election and conduct another election, what is so wrong with that? Well, I mean, they are merely being apprehensive, like I say. They are talking about stronghold, no stronghold, stronghold, no stronghold. Like I say, now Dragman point. We they try for bring in laws then for protect the democratic space, then they try for destroy. And I tell them yesterday in the parliament say, APC will not stop for hold this nation at ransom. And some of us, if they get to we, it's honestly getting to us. We should go past this point now. We are all educated elites. We've gone to parliament to represent ourselves. Like yesterday, they went to parliament with a clear-cut object of us not doing anything, and they pushed right through that one to a point of succeeding. That's why I told them all they did was to filibuster, making long-winded legislative speeches to prevent or forestall legislative processes.
So the interest not been there for the people?
No. Yesterday, I mean, you declare if they want to debate this bill, we would have long debated it. From the day when this bill go on 2 consecutive occasions, I don't tell them, say, you did not object to the second reading. You did not stand on any point of order. You allowed us, we started the debate. We did the debate for the second time. So the only interest in this bill is self, like I want to listen to them. If this happened to me, if that other person had this person had been elect, yes, if now that person elect, if now Abdul Latif then elect, Abdul Latif, please let me
people
let
power to the
people. So APC, SLPP is not SLPP. I mean that is we are not introducing the law now. SLPP introduced it. APC came. They controlled the executive. If they knew it was a bad law that ought not have been in this constitution, when they were in the ruling seat, in the governing seat, they would have repealed it. But they did not repeal it. They left it in there. What prevents anybody from using it?
Yes,
where it is law.
Yes,
according to Honorable Gevao,
yes,
on all the parliament to ransom and all the issues they bring out, na personal issues them, not so for the people who they represent the parliament.
But me don't give clear example. Say we na people that we put before. In the PR system, the people are not so they determine again who that for represent them. Now the party.
Well, they get power still for vote.
They get power for vote, but then they vote for who that not them, who that they not want self, then they vote for us because they are voting for the party.
I will just want.
Well, my family, welcome to TGM SLPP Weekly News. Me waiting at the studio, me Nadima the Great, the SLPP Bobo. You know, the business now so ekinde. When you get a political party, we don't serve for 11 good years. And at the end of the day, they left the country into austerity measure. They're not able to account of anything. Now how you see always that they cry like a crying babies. Now how would they see that they always misbehave? Now, that was just a little agreement where you see discussion between Honorable Gevao and APC the Rariboy, Honorable Wena Abdul Kagbo. Then can Honorable then we will not expect them for letting dinner at the House of Parliament. But you know what APC then a power, they invest in Togri, they invest in people that win a Rariboy them. And when I say go prove me right, say APC now the only political party down there we don't legalize finally Mami cause into the constitution. When they not mean well for the people, then they not get the interest of the people then. So this now week SLPP weekly news. Me were then at the studio, me na Dima the Great. And they try to look into some activities that what they go on right now. Now the media, of course, na salon to tell una say how the APC Tolongo to get Pamodi. They not mean well for that country there. But before we continue, I want to let we look at some of key issues there. And this is now SLPP weekly news. And I go for drop the number where you self go call, or you want I go put the link now. I go send the link on here till you self go pass through this link here. Then you go be part of the program if you want to. You know, APC for so long, APC they behave or they think like say we will munku, but absolutely we are not munku. We are very very intelligent. But because of what they happen now, let's just continue a little bit on the debate where they between them 200 with them. Then from there, I begin remote on them. Before I begin, I start think earlier before we say begin enjoy because we know say APC actually they not mean well for this country here. And I guess some key people them where they on board, where they can highlight in things to tell you how APC they are very very wicked. Whenever it comes to national interest, thing where they benefit the people then as salon, APC they always neglect them. APC they always put in your interest first. But now I can't tell now. Let us see the blame games then where they don't begin with. This is SLPP Weekly News. Let's continue with the blame games of the APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi, where they only believe in blaming game. You know, for too long, me don't tell when I say APC not a better political party, but when they can't see them. Let's continue.
Quickly, now just talk about an incident we happened yesterday during the debates we happened in Parliament. I'll start with you, Honorable Abdul Kabo, because now your colleague now only at the same political party be involved. Because it go first begin start to clarify how true is it that some people be stoned Honorable Alusai Conte where being get injured and later on a below shoot and go to hospital for treatment.
Yes, the incident not just begin at the stone with the stolen. From morning when we go parliament, in fact, before we reach the parliament, we get information say people that they enter the chambers of parliament and then they go to the gallery and they go sit down at the gallery as early as 6 a.m. They don't call me say people that they enter the gallery. When we reach the parliament around 9 a.m. and we reach, we meet all the gallery them full. Gallery them full, sign on the first door. So we enter the chambers of parliament, and basically parliament now we own house, you know, and the constitution give immunity to every member of parliament whilst they inside parliament. We leader of the opposition, when Honorable Chelo Majuba, grab for talk, now they begin curse in mama. Causing mama, they cause the members of parliament with mama from the gallery. Then even the issue threat, say they will chukwi, one bokari, even they on record, we go before the leader, say they will chukwi, they will damage we, you know. So we not feel okay, we not feel safe. We get for left the chambers of parliament, we go up now the office of young whip. You know, we sit down there and we decide, say, no, Lord, we go engage speaker in office. Lord will tell and say, parliament is not safe for we, the members of parliament. So we meet speaker in office and we explain them all the things transpire. Himself being shocked at that point in time. And we request say, for let the debates carry on and for let the proceedings of parliament carry on. Parliamentarian, they're not for debates under duress, or they're not for do anything under a condition where not conducive. So we appeal with the speaker, say let them empty the gallery, especially where we don't see people and we don't threaten, we say them go damage we. And then people and they enter parliament without being searched. Nobody not search them. Then go, some man get bag, some man get it. We don't know all within them get. You see, so we say we not go debate until then clear gallery of the people that we did there, especially when they don't exhibit, say they want damage we, they want waiting self we. And speaker call the clerk, say, well, the clerk they engage for let them see waiting then decision will be.
So look
Well,
here. Okay,
another
continue.
large just land. So then go engage later on, and then come and then can tell we say, well, let we just go continue the proceedings of parliament, then go talk to the people up the gallery for let them be quiet and let them not do nothing. We still insist with speaker say that not to the solution. You don't go talk to the people no more and say let them be quiet, let them not do nothing. When the people don't initially express the intention with them carry it in a parliament, which is for arm members of parliament. We say no. After that, we get break, speaker come, he insist back, he advise, and what we the left speaker in office, speaker been say he go call we, where we want come, where he want come at the chambers. Indeed, he called the leader of the opposition, when Honorable Cherno Majuba, but he not be able to get on phone. So we just then go tell we say speaker don't come na in seat. So we can at the seat, we see the people still at the gallery, but speaker give them several warning, After the debate, we come out na do, they all come out, then go one side, we not done. Before the member na stone, them begin stone. Honorable Alusain Alu container very close to her been snap. You see the stone way big, na in jaw, na up in the side of his head. Now in the stone can hit her. Where hit her may just drop you unconscious, Even yesterday, net where I go find away me in the talk. They say he don't know how they pull on a parliament, he don't know how they carry and go on a trade ram. He don't know how they carry him back now. He was totally and completely unconscious. And not to say we not been talking. We talk him before the sitting, and we were insistent. Speaker in the assure, we say you are safe, you are safe, you are safe, you are safe. You see, so if we say this now a means or a strategy for keep opposition members out of parliament.
So, Honorable Ablokabo, we look at parliament, not to just say where somebody will just go and get free access. And yesterday, for this particular debate, we get a very high security measure where they put in place. People, they security with the search people thoroughly from the entry point. Also, the parking motor for going inside the main entrance. We they refer to them people who exactly unable to try for no.
Most of them now SLPP supporters. Somewhere even with the SLPP polo, where them go inside parliament. And you talk about search. I tell you, say them go na parliament as early as 6 a.m. They don't begin going inside parliament. So most of them, they not search them. They only begin search after the formality program don't begin at parliament when around then 9-10.
All right,
most of them enter the parliament without being searched.
Quickly, let's bring in Honorable Hindolo Givao, because this now issue we get for do with on our protection and security as members of parliament them, and where una day na the well of parliament according to una na the safest place where una kinde. Apart from the stone where then stone your colleague member of parliament Honorable Alusain Alukonte, another issue again where been come out of the debate where happened at parliament yesterday. Now the rumor of pepper spray, where some people they say other people have been spray pepper spray during the time where the proceedings be they gone and the time where the debate's been done. Honorable Givao.
Thank you very much. The first thing I want to say thanks to the Speaker of Parliament. Now this particular parliament, no Sierra Leonean could have done the job we they do better. It really they try for hold the parliament together for the image of a nation. I don't listen to me, brother. Yeah. Firstly, I been in a parliament, me no yeri any mamikos. I yeri noise common at gallery when we did at the well, but me no yeri any mamikos as members of parliament when we come before really talk what thing happen. I will challenge any member of parliament like we do in court. May you recapitulate the mammy cost will come up from anybody in the gallery. Maybe they are not hearing mammy cost. When members of parliament enter, people in the gallery, no voice come up from gallery. Secondly, the presence of people in the gallery come as a result of an expression of desire from the leader of the opposition, Honorable Cherno Majuba. Now, in talks a one mega debate in the full view of the public. May SLBC did it. Now, as a result of that, Sierra Leoneans then go there. And the parliament, now a public institution. We know they do laws in secrecy, just like court. They say when you go to court, you they go do justice in secrecy. I mean, it has to be done in the full view of the public as far as the capacity of that institution can accommodate. So when they invite members of the public, yes, Sierra Leoneans did go there, and we stand in order say Sierra Leoneans can access the parliament, and that the speaker now in right for say when they come as strangers, if he feels say it's not necessary, he can ask them out. Down to the opposition, with them where they complain. Then leader, then chairman, interim chairman and leader being did it. We been get diplomats then they. When this debate here starts, before now, before the leader of the opposition, they invite the public not been the good day. So when they don't go there, not been the right for the day, and as at that time, speaker not been see any impending danger, even when them in the complaint for me, it's a may they clear the gallery, or may we invited guests like the chairman and leader, or we say for your chairman been did it. Not only members na the gallery, everybody, whether the ones that we've been there at the well, we did at the gallery, so long as you not a member of parliament, you don't go there, you're not a stranger. Journalists them been did it. So if you mean they ask for more, continue that proceeding, then you mean they ask for me to clear each and everybody with the way speaker been deemed and not been deemed necessary as at that point there. So after the altercation of clear the gallery, not clear the gallery, go on, and speaker say, warn the gallery, say, you know what, hear any word from them. And truly so, for a period of 2 hours, when we they argue for clear them, not clear them, he will agree with me, say, not a single word come from any member of the gallery. I cannot say the members of the gallery were APC, I will not say they were SLPP, I will not say they were NGC. As far as I'm concerned, they were Sierra Leoneans. I not see APC color, I not see SLPP color, I not see NGC color, I not see C4C color. They were Sierra Leoneans.
So, about the issue what they talk about now, not for the people them where they na the gallery, because according to you, na the leader of the opposition requests say this particular instrument though before na the debate let the public go, let them see you waiting una as member of parliament and they talk. Well, na the conduct of the people that will be there at the public gallery. Allegation of stone don't come inside, allegation of pepper spray don't come inside. So for una own protection as member of parliament, then you think say the conduct of the members of public yesterday will be there at the public gallery be appropriate? Like
I would say, I just the land now from a brother, say a member of parliament, then Stoneham. I've not been there at the scene immediately after sitting, right through the sitting, that not happen. Immediately after the sitting, I left parliament, I come na me office. If what he don't see actually happen, I will condemn him as a member of parliament, because we not expect any stranger for going to parliament for go wreak mayhem on a member of parliament. I don't know the color, I don't know the institution where that person they come on. We see this all over the world. We really look at international media. There was a field demonstration somewhere in America on the Independence Day. Somebody jumped into them and shoot and kill 6 people and harm 30 people. Nobody not go talk saying a Democrat or a Republican. There are Sierra Leoneans that we can just decide for behave for wreak mischief. I'm not going to say an APC person stone that member of parliament. I'm not going to say an NGC person. Whosoever do that one day, I condemn them with the last strength in my body that ought not happen within the precincts of parliament. But me not hear my because pepper spray, yes, and I condemn that one day. The incident of pepper spray starts na Bounty Money when we been to go lay the instrument for census. People pepper spray we to such a way that we say when our MPs that we became suffocated. Yesterday they repeat the same thing. I saw a diplomat where now we invite the members of the diplomatic corps for can witness this debate. I saw a diplomat suffocated after he don't come on at the well. They go to us with finance office, and that is bad for our democracy. Whosoever they do for make sure say you score a point is bad. And also they condemn me brother Honorable Abdul Kabo in tweet on social media where talks say SLPP don't care go talks in a parliament and they're not safe. The Secretary General of SLPP show me that tweet. Like Professor Lumumba say, with the misuse social media. When we put this here, not to SLPP, you they paint bad. Now the nation, you they paint bad. Right. This generation of politicians will get for make sure say the mantle of this nation rests on his shoulder. So I condemn that tweet as well because I not see any talk in parliament. I not see a talk where I go say na APC talk. There were points where they debate. People they chant them from the gallery. It happened. So would I say everybody there na be APC?
But
Because they don't cheer them when they talk, where Honorable Chairman about they say, I wouldn't say so. There were Sierra Leoneans in the gallery, and at the leader of the opposition, I expressed desire, say, make speaker open the debate to members of the public.
Honorable Geva or your colleague, Honorable Abdul Kabu, don't already tag and allege say them people in the way go distract and cause them mayhem. They already in a SLPP. According to them, a see some with the identification of them polo with their well or whatever. We're making related people enforcing a SLPP. Why you think say they get a contract?
That statement is not correct. That statement, and even at the well yesterday, I mean, they challenged some of the assertions. Them that statement highly untrue. It is highly possible, knowing APC, than an APC person even turn the APC person for turn the table around in an SLPP, knowing them and knowing their antics. I did not see a single person with an APC polo or an SLPP polo. I mean, speaking the truth, I did not.
Okay.
As we continue, we all don't see, we don't hear it, we don't see a genuine person, a genuine honorable, people that we deserve today in the House of Parliament, not like Honorable Abdul Kagbo or whatever they call a name. One, it don't prove to the whole world say in a liar, in a deceitful mortal man. Now there are reward them where honest by Kroma, they don't hire them and put them in the House of Parliament. Now then they go, they lie to the public, that they give misleading informations then. Now disgrace this. Now, in the attack say that SLPP talks, and me and you know say the history of salon politics, SLPP not get no talk. Would I get talk? Now APC get talks. Now APC then they hire to cause chaos. Why is it that APC, SLPP get for great talk, wherein we know say we they in comfortable positions? We manifesto what we carry. We don't deliver on we manifesto, on we campaign promises them. We don't even do more out of the box, out of we manifesto. This is not a government where don't kind of power, where don't do things more than any other government in the history of Sierra Leone. Why is it that we got for use talk? It's because APC no see 2023 election, there is no way for them. And for the past 4 years, you sir go tell me say APC not able to do anything or put any mechanism in place. We're going to convince Sierra Leoneans there for them to vote them in. So at the end of the day, they don't reduce themselves as destructive oppositions there. SLPP in the history of Mama Sierra Leone, we are very intelligent, and when we make promise, we fulfill we promise. You might say yes, they're stingy because they know they take money. When they know say this money na this road they go, then they go take and they put on your pocket. SLPP know they do that. So Honorable Kabo, they already saying they cause mamikos. Now a genuine honorable don't say a no yari mamikos. And me and you know say the person in their way they cause mamikos. Now APC then, you know. So to categorize say SLPP then come with all and they cause mamikos, that don't just to show Sierra Leoneans then see how APC they're dishonest, they're not better, they're not good for that nation's day. So Famuda, let's continue the debate.
Continue for the program, Honorable Givao. Now we can now to the main issue them where
I just me want I don't know, I just me want to make clarification on some of the allegations
we will come back to that. So we can look now at the issue we make on the before we can begin to talk about the issues. Then let we go now the parliament. We say yesterday, member of parliament them one start for debate, then to constitutional instruments there. So yesterday, Tuesday, July 5 this year, member of parliament declare for continue with the debate on the Public Elections Act 2022 and the Constitution of Salon Amendment Act 2022. Beside the act, they for amend subsection 2 where they talk about the member of the Electoral Commission, and subsection 8 where they talk about how member them the Electoral Commission, the president for remove them if unable for perform the work. Princess Spears been the parliament yesterday and Iguna report. All
All
right,
right,
we
we
try
try
forget
forget
the
the
reports there
reports
where
there where
Princess Pia
Princess
has
Pia
been
has
doing
been
a
doing a
parliament
parliament
yesterday,
yesterday,
but we
but
dey
we
get
dey
this
get this
break
break
where we
where
come
we
back.
come back.
Una go
Una go
listen to the
listen to the
reports where we
reports where
parliament reporter
reporter
Princess Pia has
Princess
been
Pia has
put
been put
together.
together.
Thank you, my
Thank you, my
lady.
lady.
Clarifying
Clarifying
his
his
point
point
again, I
again,
go
I
say
would say
emphatically say
emphatically
the
say the
issue of
issue of
pepper
pepper
spray wey
spray were
unfortunate
unfortunate
for
for
parliament. They
parliament. They
come
come
from
from
the
the
end. I'm
end
not
and
going
not
to
go
state the
state the
name
name
of
of
the
the
colleague
colleague
where
where
everybody
everybody
they
they
suspect
suspect
say
say
na
now
they
they
spray
spray
that
that
pepper
pepper
spray,
spray
na
na
a
a
colleague,
colleague,
not
not
even a
even a
member
member
of
of
the
the
public.
public.
I'm
I'm
not
not
going
go
to state
state
am
them
for
for
the
the
dignity
dignity
of
of
parliament,
parliament,
but
but
that
that
colleague
colleague
therefore
therefore
stop.
stop.
It
It
do
do
an
an
abuse
abuse
money,
money,
it
it
do
do
an
an
yesterday.
yesterday.
That
That
colleague
colleague
must
must
stop.
stop.
We
We
do
do
on
on
the
the
national
national
fora,
fora,
if
if
for
for
stop.
stop.
Now, the issue of the constitution being amended, the issue of delimiting boundaries, not a constitutional instrument, now a statutory instrument. That one, then later yesterday, we go mature over a period of time. When they lay one of his colleague, when a lawyer Alphaba stand up on a standing order, say he want for more debate. He say they give notice for more debate. If he give the necessary notice, then definitely we'll go debate him. And once we debate him, if he pass, then he go pass. If he not pass, then he go be kicked out. So then a statutory instrument will quite different from a constitutional instrument. The constitutional instrument we can have been twofold. One of our winner for amend section 76, we get for dual citizenship, not come to parliament as a result of anything within the Public Elections Act. It come to parliament as an original document. Even before then, the object say they want more amend constitution before we debate. But before then, they raise this objection. This Public Elections Act don't come to parliament. It don't go through first reading. They're not object. We don't commence second reading. That day they go agree with me. They say now the speaker, the deputy speaker, will sit in as a speaker. Honorable Segepo, now preside. We start for debate. In fact, now that day they need debate. They're not object. We go on the second day. They're not object. Now the third day, because anytime we they go for debate, then they say they still want for go read more. They want to get themselves afraid with the bill. So on the third day, where they come for object, where they come with the idea, say there is something in the Public Elections Act where they want for make we amend first before we continue. Then leadership include the business committee, then members, C4C.
Now something done there.
That now section 32, that we for amend section 32.
What did they talk about?
Section 32, they ask for addition of a commissioner. Mind you, they may not delimit constituencies in 2012, for meet up the 2018 election. So they create a new region. And the constitution says, section 32 say, there shall be a chief electoral commissioner together with 4 other commissioners. Impliedly, those 4 other commissioners are representing the 4 other regions, northwest, south, and east. Now, with the addition of a new region, which they did, it behoves this nation for more get a commissioner for cover that area. Unless if you say you want for disenfranchise them, other people for me they not get a commissioner. So now behind that backdrop, that the commission, the electoral commission, asks that may we get a new commissioner, that one day inside the bill. Though not to be an express provision for alter or amend the constitution. But yes, we agree, say if we had approved that one, which was not so certain that if that by it being in the bill, we will get for approval, it will get some consequence on the constitution. We say, okay, make them come with the statutory instrument so that we go amend the constitution before we now proceed. When they come with us yesterday, their leader say they want a gazette. We provide a gazette. The leader of government business provide a gazette. I want this other gazette, then provide a gazette. But he insists, say, section 108, subsection A, the talk say it has to be gazetted twice. He said, he not don't see the second gazette. On that note, the leader of government business, being very honorable and patriotic, he conceded. He said, if that is what you are insisting on, a pound of flesh, I go suspend this one. May we go back and debate the Public Elections Act. That one also, they say no. And me always hold the point, say, when bills go to parliament, they are mere proposals. The government draftsman, they just put a proposal so they come with the parliament. It don't see through committee stage. It don't see through even the legislative committee stage. Parliament will get the right for change the entire text of whatever proposal come. So I always don't tell them, say the fact say this proposal cannot mean say na law. we can still debate this thing. When we reach a committee stage, what he will know one, we certainly delete them, because not to APC no more get for agree, not to SLPP no more get for agree. Even when we come to issues, now the bill where we not agree on, we can get for vote. And when we vote on their issues, now the majority, they always carry the day when a particular clause or a sentence or a word. So I say, yes, they raised an objection yesterday, and Parliament being adjourned because of that objection, and we look forward to the 12th we will go. We amend the constitutional instrument so that, as they themselves has considered, the Northwest region will get a commissioner so that they're not going to be disenfranchised, and we will debate the Public Elections
Okay,
Act.
continue for the to name now. Honorable Indolo Givao, member of Parliament constituency 003 now the Sierra Leone People's Party. Now they come over to you, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, member of Parliament now constituency 077 Akafobulam district. The issue on a general procedure concern don't be laid out and on a don't make now clear. Look at the categorical issues them way on a get in this proposed bill of waiting supposed to change. One get for do with say if the the National Electoral Commission, that the neck boss on site on point, they do anything, like even if it announce the election results after, the president, gets the right for send them off of Sakam. On a razor concerned during this debate of this old bill, say on a get issue with that particular one day. Waiting really at the concern on that particular area day, we wanna say if that side is gonna they act, if it become a law at the end of the day, una go against them.
Well, basically, not so that they no more now.
No, I must say one categorically. We take them step by step.
Yeah, we get up to 5 or 6
We take them step by step.
Okay, well, like then they had a provision say if somebody, well, basically initially even in the previous Act 2012 where they were amended, so they did say the president can relieve a commissioner of in duty, especially if he gets infirmity of the body, will perform or he misbehave, then can relieve her. So then one can amend them for say the president forget rights for dismiss somebody for gross misconduct, and we see and say, well, basically we all know the case of the auditor general, from where then say go wait for stay now from the tribunal. And then we know say one, the president self now a player in the game, basically it's for contest. So when you give one team the opportunity, say, you will get rights for policeman for which you determine as gross misconduct, you will get right for Puna. So just with the mentality of the commissioner, say the president get right for Puna, it will always satisfy the president while he's doing job as electoral commissioner. But like I say, that they not to be only problem. I don't know if you would give me opportunity.
No, obviously, you talk about gross misconduct. Say if the person really in charge, just like how we don't start for talk about the neck boss, using the word gross misconduct. You think that even if that situation they arise, the president's not for use in power for do such?
I say you don't go be part of the player, then you get rights for, you don't go be one team where football they play, then you get right for pull the referee. So if not that way Lions and Blackpool they play, where the referee blow, Lions go pull them, then if you say they're not they support them. You see, but not so than they. I will allow me to go through some of the clauses.
Let we look at the other issue we get for do with the legitimacy of any Sierra Leone who don't reach the age for vote when at 18.
Before I can, when I just listen to Honorable Givao, what he tried to say, the actions and the behaviors of what he happened, that riotous behaviors we occur in the House of Parliament, now APC them. In fact, when that thing occur, what did they do? One of the APC MP, but before I say this, Honorable Givao, I talk to you, I got for write letter to you passionately, let you name the MP, because if one of the hidden lawbreakers there, somebody will sit down yonder, would they pay them taxpayers' money, and in they represent APC, but when situation occur, they put pepper straight to suffocate the other people then yonder. If possible, when danger occur or somebody can die, now big crime dandy as a honorable member. If honorable member sit down yonder, when an APC MP, they send yonder the incident, they get pepper spray with them. The way something happen, they pull up a spray. Because you mentioned Bintumani conference, and things happen now, whether they say a APC MP pull pepper spray. Like now, yeah, pepper spray. If you somebody where you not get right to get pepper spray, where they see on your hand at 10,000 euro, now they charge you with. Then APC MP, you not MP, then you get pepper spray. They even say somebody when a big alajo come every day, then spray in your eye. I believe say that already don't categorically show say APC then they believe in lawlessness. Even their MPs then talks them, they're not better for that country. Day. How is it that you as an MP that you put pepper spray, they spray you confident? Now the same APC then today inside the House of Parliament where we talk about weapons then where they can that country, now that they manufacture weapons then, now that they ship weapons then, illegal weapons then. Who knows what in their plans? When it comes to anything when a better thing for that country, now APC MP then they grab that they say no, they not accept, they not agree. Anything when a better thing for Mama Salome. From Independence Day, where we say let's go sign independence, APC they not agree. So anything will concern good things and development for that country, APC they always say they're not a part of her, they're not one day part of her. We don't know what they happy. But APC with the test Sierra Leone, it's hard time for now vote against APC. That will make that APC sit on the opposition for a long time until they learn the lesson. Because up to now, APC they show to we say, then I reboy them. Then they're not better. Not to only thief, they're good on thief, but to agree. And now we don't see the constitution, they don't make and say legalize mamikos on them. So now make we see a honorable member, where he's saying a honorable member, a grab it, they go sit down and they open a kekemot, and they talk say, and SLPP talks, then go attack. Which of course, not to SLPP talk, people then attack or whatever happen, and people even cause mamikos. But in the point out at them, they say na SLPP. But which of course will not say SLPP, a very decent political party. We not believe in the integrity. We not say 2023 election where APC want kill themselves for. We not say we not they think about that. We not say that is game over. What we they think about is 2028 election. Now that we they think about, not to 2023 election. But APC they're so bloody for power. They're so bloody. I don't want to see somebody who bloody for power like APC. 11 good years. If you know say power be sweet, if you don't do the necessary things for the people there. What is the people that want you for don't do them? But you don't do them. You just don't left no more power. Within 4 years, this good government will don't come. Blow another again. Blow another give President Bill. We don't give them all the opportunities. Still they want choke we. This is how APC a day. A hard time APC particular we ban APC in Australia. Let APC know they did. And how we go do them is to vote against APC to make sure they are reboy them where they under. Let them not get space inside the House of Parliament. Because some good things then they when they want count them for una APC MPs then they are reboy them where honest by Chroma put them under. Then they deny una, then they reject una. And I make with the test Sierra Leone and say APC every day that they expose themselves. And every day that they show how wicked, how cruel they are, how they're not better for that nation. May fumble them. You know, APC, they're not honest. Now, me are glad where Honorable gave out on point of Plingsy, one of the APC MP, that man, he get the thing they call pepper spray. Who knows the next time a weapon they go come with gun inside the House of Parliament? Because let's look at this scenario. What it can happen, May fumble them. When President Bio sent a proclamation in the House of Parliament, Majuba, when a channel to Rikoko Majuba, now interim rebel leader, he got a chair that document day, which one day happen. You as a minority leader, a leadership, yeah, he got chair him, a misbehave yonder. And when me and you know say, when APC be then a power, even the House of Parliament, it been so dilapidated, it not be correct at all. That they sit down inside the chair they broke. Arata they commode the cockroaches that they commode. Now today the House of Parliament you see so they sit down there some of them are munku MP them they get computer them but then computer them they not even know them function how that computer then they work. Why President Bio do that? President Bio do that is because it want to increase the value of the House of Parliament. Let these same people then they did. But APC the one that way they send now reboy them. We got good MP there, like Emerson Lamina, the way they under, where they see what the government don't do, and they struggle hard to make sure it fix them, messes them, where APC we don't make. President Bio work hard to make her to put Sierra Leone in the right direction. But APC, oh my God, we for refuse APC. APC na opposition they belong because they lie. Anything where you go between APC they lie. There's a bit propaganda. And for the 4 years, the chairman and leader, when a former chairman and leader, Anes Baikroma, when are the richest man, na salon, if in Africa, he get 100 million cash. Where the whole world know. We don't know about the money that we go thief, we go bury and na McKinney. Yeah, he got that money then they for 4 years, he not able to provide something good for young people. Then when na McKinney, whether they cost money cost for, whether they die for, and they not able to do nothing for them. Then with this MP them, but look at them, they're mayors. See how they did. You know, these are then one they just the show say, then one and they're not better for Mama Salon, the family. So it's very, very unfortunate to see rare boy like this when a rare boy like this, a call himself MPC don't know in the line. But however, let's continue with this business. But with the tell APC say that rare boy business when they depart, that Muku business will depart. President Bio not to Muku business account. It come for the pauper, let's Salon better. If we not they grab any small thing, we say na SLPP talk, na SLPP this, we not just the deceive we say because SLPP is one of the most decent political party where Sierra Leone ever get. Peaceful party. And what we say we can with the do thing, we they do. We not they ravish money on the ground. We not they buy sell with bad try for cocoa yebe. What we can with the educate and build a foundation for where the benefits Sierra Leoneans them. Things that SLPP be day from Pakaba time. What we do, we start them, we begin go forward, we left and so until we come back, we can't take again now until we don't can finish it. So how we go allow to give we political, we country, we whole country to a rare boy them people that were not me well for this country, Sierra Leone. This is not SLPP weekly news. Before I put the other panelists on where they can't tell now and they can expose APC, then let us listen a little bit on what this other. Like honorable, they can't tell we.
Yes, some of the things that way a registration officer go ask for before if you say this person legitimate for doing the voter register, get for do with the one we get for do with the NCRA NIN number, get for do with the birth certificate, get for do with attestation of a local authority can come and say yes, this person are from this place, he come out and is supposed for register. What now your concern when I get to this particular section of the Elections Act?
Of course, the clause where they don't carry it, you know, now clause 24(1). It states before ever they register you, waiting they give the legitimacy for be registered. Now that one, you forget birth certificate. They say you can get any of the following: a birth certificate or naturalization certificate, B, statutory declaration giving particulars of place of birth, C, a testimony of a member of a local council in area of his residence, D, national identification number, E, any other satisfactory evidence of his entitlement to be registered. We not get problem with this very clause because they are not conjunctive, they are disjunctive, meaning any one part that you get, then they register you. If you get ordinary birth certificate, then they register you. If somebody go when a stakeholder in the community say I sabi this person ID, even without any certificate, then go register you. You understand? Wait till we get problem with where you go na 13. Now 13 na indeterminate how the voters registered the day, you know. And the voter register not been ever get provision for NIN, national identification number. So this why they don't carry it now for can amend. They don't put NIN na the voter register. And when it's where they put na the voter register, if for correlate with waiting they give you the right for let you register person. You know, NIN not a compulsory element for let they register you by virtue of clause 24. Meaning you get out or you not get out, then for register you. So why now you for put some part of the voters register, we're not to a compulsory element for let they register you. You see, so either I get for be vacant for most people will not get them, and we all know the constraints where people then go through during the NCRA registration. You know, people and Grom would say there wasn't enough time, fear not being there for the people, the distances they've been far apart. So a lot of Sierra Leoneans they not been get that number there. So if you can't put an at the voter register, you know, it's like you want deprive, you know, Sierra Leoneans them from being registered. But not so that they no more now a problem. We get serious problem with this.
We can continue for look at the issues them. Now bringing Honorable Indolo Givao listening to your colleague, Honorable Abdul Kabo, we don't try for outline two major issues then we get for do with the powers where the president will get for dismiss the chief electoral commissioner for gross misconduct. It gets for do with the NCRA NIN number where now this new proposed elections act go say if you not get the NIN number, you're not able for register for become a voter.
Thank you. Say definitely nobody no go get that power for sack commissioner for gross misconduct past the president. You no go talk say make lawyer go sack him. Now the president number we get supreme executive authority. Now no more the nation, the constitution go give that power, and the constitution give the president power for hire and fire people, and that has to be done with the requisite amount of standards. You know, we just grab, you take any mundane action, you say now gross misconduct. And like a way it is say, this is what we are saying. Let us debate this document. Let us allow this document to come to the committee stage. You have problem with the document when it can a committee stage, we go page by page, sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph. What you're not supposed for we pull up. Not one person get for debate, not one person get for the committee stage. So this is not the time where every member of parliament will feel say this document dear to your heart. You get for participate in the process. You will feel say you not the dear to your heart. You go they go and grumble in the street. Now make you don't can a parliament. May we allow the process to go through the proper parliamentary procedure as prescribed by the constitution. They're not going to bring a kind of parliament say it don't become law. All the issues that we raise, yes, na concerns we get. I'm not going to say enough forget them. But when we allow them for me it come to the committee stage, we say what thing they not agree with, what thing myself not agree with, I go stand up and argue them and we'll go put them to a vote.
Most of them
The family, when I just don't listen to a decent, honorable, somebody with decent, when he talk, you will know the difference. You know, it say, if not anything, we will bring them because all those things they when they make and then propose and they go for debate and argue on them. What they go for add and subtract, they will come to our based on after they don't debate. But when APC, when they know say they don't smell defeat, where they know say what you know they not in favor or what they don't see say this, where they don't see say this particular thing here so. And then are your interest, and then are the interest of the Sierra Leone people, the APC, the bounds. Whenever you see APC bounds, that means you don't see say things where it benefits Sierra Leoneans there. But APC, for in your selfish interest, it not go always endorse anything we good for Sierra Leoneans there. What you know more good for himself, no more to enrich themselves and thief. Now that now APC can always do. Now make us say we there to expose APC because they're not good, they don't mean well. But as they continue, I want Kangi become a brother say he get a message where he want give to Sierra Leoneans there. So this person is somebody we don't take over, where it don't vow say they make sure what did they happen at Salon, it make sure it happen the right way. And they can't export APC, and it not care for anybody. So from there, when I just hold on a little bit, where are the car with my brother in?
Commentator. What I do here, I do commentaries on trending and national issues in this country. My work is not unique to me alone. You go to the United States, they have political commentators there. You go to UK, they have political commentators there. Even in China, where they speak, they have political commentators there. Every part of the world, it has only been lacking in Sierra Leone, Freetown. I am here. This is a revolution. Nobody going to take this from me. Would I don't do all kind of thing for silent me in this country. You know the work. If you know I read me, go to pull the battery in your radio to where. But as long as I am here, I will speak the truth to whosoever would accept the truth they hot lay at you. Me don't care about you, but you feeling. I care about this country and how you feel. That's why you don't understand about me. No, don't I have. Mashaka, Lunge, when they put ballot box, no, Lunge. APC they beat SLP na Lunge. If they put ballot box. But the only airport where Lunge people them, where Mr. Nine make the able sell, where you go buy water and Lunge, they tell you say 7,000. because airport need hotel and Lunga are almost the same cost to the cost where they are free because airport need what happy APC and Escoma for 400 million business. If we have pulled now all the thing where the Lunga people they get for Kenagona Mama. And I'm talking to you this morning. Out of that 400 million, they get 40 million profit today. Imagine they build an airport, now Mama, now McKinney they go for the meeting for shape the 40 million. Why you, Ledoya, they suffer? These are the truths they don't want me to tell you. My name is Mr. Justice. Abide Lunge. I should not do this one. Now this government here. Would I do this one? Now this government here. Would I do this one? Now this government here. I say, hey. But still, President Biono tell and say they don't vote for Ramu. Now this country out all left, Kenema turn to village. Simply because Kenema people they not be ever like an Escobar. It make Kenema turn to village by force. But unless President Bio today in power, who say an Escobar Sidom, the hospital. When they go, the road they go to the hospital, it not ever touch them. Simply because the Pakaba fix the hospital. They say not they pave the road. Now today, President Bio, they pave the road. All the road they were others fix the Makeni. The road they go to auntie the host, in brother the host, in your host, in pa in host, in family host. That the road number is fixed. I want the people of Makeni say the lie. I want to say when they grab Makeni fine. Makeni. Now thief, it make the people that talk to thief man. It give a free light and a thief light. It make them a thief light and Makeni. Now when government come, if government be saying that they arrest people then for thief light and Makeni, therefore don't arrest the whole Makeni. Simply because an Escobar make thief legal na Makeni. They don't get my say that they go protest against them. The civil society people they not say that they go protest against them. Now because if when President Bio kind of power, the law there, they say every day, the government, the president, every day, they forgive nothing less than 10 billion leos. And that's me they say for that money. Every blessed day, na bank. Every month, na 10 billion. Every blessed day, and that's me they say for that money. Now 400 million, now 200 million. They every day be the same for you, na bank. Central bank. And like money not in a bank of salon, they put that money, they said, what did they call? Today, the money matter they take, it don't reach even 500 billion. So with them two people, they wouldn't like the country now. Wouldn't like the country. And that's in them. They be the cargo, the policeman, and like money not in the country, they say, when I bring me money. Now that money there, then other society, they begin office that state house. When you go state house, they go show you who said they keep the society to them. Then they began a young office. Imagine no state house. Every Friday, and there's a Sidon and Chia, and they waste the money for them. In the sofa, Ebola can kill you. Nothing not come inside. They thief the Ebola money back. Over $14 million, it go and vanish. We don't know that they all. Then you sit up. Oh, think tranga, the country tranga, the country, think hard, we want it, Now hypocrisy. Why would I not be jumping the street? The time when the thief would have Ebola money now. $14 million. Why would I, if you really like salon, why you not go jump the street? $14 million. Oh, not tell them because unless we they take the money share out, right? Today now when we say the fear. For let government able to make sure say this fuel come. Government they lost nothing less than 500 billion. Then government don't lost it so far. The only disappointment we get is that government need for wash balua kuroba. Me, would I need for wash balua? Because it's like it's more likely they inside in your interest than the government interest. Anything where they give a good image about Baluwa, now you get interest over. They get institutions in this country where they get people that they cost president, mama. But Baluwa, they prefer work with them. Why government? The president, in your interest, you know they put them forceful. But in the favor realize that President beyond command power today, in the Baluwa, no go get a position. In the favor realize that. In the favor realize that if there is no President beyond today in power, he will not be at PRA working. But yet, people when they cause the president, mama, then they feel comfortable for work with them. for doing work with them. But there will be a time we will expose some of you in this country. We mean it very well. And I'll tell you that I am here to protect this country. Anybody, when no one let this country go before, when I hear a president close and they expose you in this country, yeah. Anybody would have these are just what I want to know. Some of you take the back seat. How come tonight the petrol dealers are not a sell? Balu was sitting in office comfortably until yesterday when the Minister of Trade and Minister of Internal Affairs they decide say that they go on the spot. They call them on the call who say they can't join we. As they join the Solomon, go from fear station to fear station. The very fear station, when they tell people they say fear no day. When I go check now, fear day. But Balu was sitting in the office. It's in the office. It will make less everything normal. Why the common man they suffer in this country? Yeah? Mr. President, watch around you. Most of your officials are hypocrites. You have to be careful with them. Most of them are not in your interest. It's either you stand up or they bring you down and say we'll be the teller. So that there are people who enjoy the most honor and escroba. So that they have become the best critics of him. You have to be careful with some of these people. It's not an office. I drive Naya, take on reach Abadi, I pass around Abadi. All the fear stations are closed on Sunday. We come just yesterday morning now. If I had the fear station and they tell you, fear up, come by. Fear there, come by. But just the previous night, they were all closed. If the Minister of Trade and the Minister of Internal Affairs not be take them on a weir, when they go tell them, now call them on the call and they say they come into there. Then go join them. Mr. President, I'm talking to you. You need to take charge. Most of them people are not mind the eye service work that they do to some of you now. They don't like you. I will stop there. But in subsequent time, more details will be unfolded to the people. I'm very serious here. This time around, it's going to be war against individuals who don't want to see the progress of my country. Anybody who don't want to let this country here grow, I don't care who say you sit down, you'll be brought down. Because this country must grow. I don't care. I care less about personalities or individuals. I care less about them. Care less. People when they sabotage government, you feel comfortable for dying with them, for work with them. Why? The one who are in the interest of government, you are back.
That was the voice of Justin Boima. Justin Boima, in a message down there, thank you very much, Justin, for that brilliant message where you give. I believe say it don't go. And Balua Kruma, you information don't reach na me desk. Me the SLPP Bobo, I get for look into your case. Your case me don't reach na ya boku time. But what the Justice talks, it makes sense. Because now your responsibility down there to make sure you check all the regulations of the fear. I not say other businesses them, but for petroleum, all those things in your area down there. You know, go cut na your office. They're from there, things they happen. They they see and pass. We don't see a dynamic woman. We don't grab, we don't do extremely well. Where God go bless them woman there. But however, let will continue with what Honorable Grivao they do there from there. Wrap up with sister also get message for them.
The next election be held by district block system. That na part of the constitution. I not been the parliament, it not been the parliament. So all of the argument na self. I'm not saying they afraid them political structure, but more. But so long as it sits well for this country, we say we'll not go get so much chaos. We say this will country will so pluralized.
But a lot of MP them, Honorable Gevao, the first time when I begin look inside this particular bill here, a lot of MP them, including member them from UN party, where na the Salon People's Party self get issues with this particular PR system.
I beg to differ. The one that we me don't talk to. na me young bench. I'll tell you 99.9 day in favor. Every MP we really don't look at how expensive, how oversensitive by elections and the benefits of PR system. I sure say them go support them. The only person every MP go get fear for say, well, sometimes my name not go there, but that is self. And
So-
me not they look at self, me they look at the general good of the nation.
Honorable, you think say the concern from the opposition party in APC, they really understand the PR system for say the issue of candidates, not just based on symbol, party get for the get to candidates, not for the party get for vote for the candidates. You think they really get much understanding on that? I mean, for to our way them fair.
Well, now that they make with the say, make them look at the act very well, make them come, make we debate them. PR system, every political party where you really want for vote, where you want for win. Imagine whatever vote you get for members of parliament, also get for add-on for the presidential vote. Unless if you want for lose the presidency. Now that makes you get for go put a very unpopular candidate na a defined demographic area whose I sit there. Because if you go put a very unpopular candidate na the list, then the people then definitely get for go vote for the other party where come with a popular candidate na the list for that demographic seat there. So it will definitely affect the presidential vote. So I am saying they not actually don't understand the context of the PR system. It's a good law. That is why it is part of our constitution. Not to this bill, and not to introduce them. In just the tell we now, it just the expound on and say the system of election, general election, will either be first past the poll system in accordance with section 32, or the district block system in accordance to section 32A, 38A.
Okay. Continue for the routine of the program, Honorable Gevao. They come back to you, Honorable Abdul Kabo. Listening to Honorable Gevao, they encourage you from the opposition for go back and look this particular bill according to them, and not get anything where na bad thing we go and box salon democracy. And also, he say in belief say una not too understand it, some of the things them where they inside this particular proposed bill. Although you don't try for explain some of the issues them. But if now the Honorable Gevao, they encourage una for go na parliament and debate this bill and see if una go able for agree for them. What in una fear from the opposition side?
Well, one, maybe more than Honorable Gevao say, they not introduce the PR system even then at the constitution. Let me make this correction back. Because we've been common a war, and the constitution make provision for one member constituency. Now that make them come with the constitutional instruments in the parliament in 2001 for can introduce the PR system. So it was introduced in the constitution because there were no boundaries delimitation.
Has it been
You
repealed?
understand? At the come, sir. At the come. Now we say no, they're not introduced. I be always then at the
No, they say
constitution.
not to
Now I
now
make
they
at the cow. I
introduce
need talk about the repeal.
Not to
You
now they
understand?
introduce
At the come. You understand? Then secondly, we feel say one, for now we no get people away go feel say again, me, another SLPP, another APC, and they can't stand as independent. For now we abolish independence, it's very undemocratic. It day against the dictate of the constitution, the freedom of association. Anybody will get that, equally get the freedom of not associating. You understand? So we don't cancel independence in the country.
That's
Three,
not correct.
no independent
No,
candidate.
that's not correct. That's not
You not sabi the
Wait,
PR
so
system.
So
That's
what
not
now
correct.
This man
correct
will be
exact
narrating that.
explanation?
The PR system now for party you they vote for, now for party symbol now they vote for, not for individuals.
Honorable
Now the party
Gevao,
now they send the
Honorable
individuals
Gevao,
there
you
now.
said that's
So if
not
you not get
correct.
party there, you need
Honorable
stand.
Kabo, please. Honorable Gevao, you just
Uh,
allude say that not correct.
I agree with and say institutions will get for send list, okay? But at the same time, it is not there expressly stated that if you now an independent candidate, you not go stand.
You know,
So let us
PR
assume I put my
So provision
let's
they
say-
for independent
let's say
candidates.
I
for-
put my name
Honorable
forward.
Gevao, provision they for independent
Highly
candidates for
possible. I can
contest.
put my name forward,
Say highly
say
possible.
I dey put
You
my
know,
name
be sure.
forward, say me an
Now
independent candidate.
possibility
If I get the
or
threshold,
provision they Honorable
Yes.
Gevao.
it's not express. If I get the threshold of the vote, I dey go na parliament.
Independent of the stand, then they only vote for
And they go na
political
parliament.
party symbols.
And one thing
The
wey dey-
political party then and then they
one
put
thing
them
we dey
boxes
say
there.
for
Now
for
the symbol
realize,
then they
I dey
vote
give
for.
una this assignment when we go. Anybody Google na ya, the nations, the way they practice PR system.
Not all nations.
Okay. I mean, even the lead democratic states are now practicing PR system. I mean, more than you can imagine. He is, like I say, all of the affairs now personal.
This is personal. We they say let the people them get the right for choose who that they want. If Honorable Gebao get confidence in people them, if he not say he don't serve the people them, he not for be happy for let them pull that right thing at the people their hand for let them choose who that they for. We as member of parliament and then give party.
Okay.
We as members of parliament, because of the investment the way we don't do now constituency, because of the way we don't interwoven with the people them, we they insist that the PR system will deprive with people them for determine who that for can parliament. Now party go determine them, which is why we are against it.
Party they also the party.
No, not the party. No, listen. I don't explain. Let explain you this.
This election are just not giving simple.
I will tell you now. Listen, even when
you know, I like this part. I love this part. And this part is very, very interesting. Why make it interesting? You hear it from this Rariboy MP say, then don't do a lot of things and for people that are their constituencies there. But the hard time when me go check behind, even Anes by Kruma, when are the richest man, Nasalon, former president Anes by Kruma, Pepe Garding be in Ogata. Now talk about they one way that they push now for let it be stand flag bearer for them. Samura boyfriend Kamara. Samura Chakma Kamara, it not get Pepe Garden. And Samura Kamara don't serve in most of all the government there. The reason why this government here, where Samura Kamara don't serve inside this government here, is because of the got beaucoup things there. Hideon's hand, where a bit on thief, and also it don't grab, trading, because of where it don't get a political mental disability within them. That if he say it won't be president. And the thing they call leadership, now God, now they give somebody for let you be a leader. You understand? Samura Kamara will never be president in that country day. That for sure. Before a generation. So I don't get that trauma day, that political mental disability day. They not able to do nothing. So you look at Honorable Cambo, this other one, they call him Honorable Self, this Honorable MP, Rariboy like this, and they talk say they don't do a lot for the people there. What thing when I don't do? What they don't do for the 4 years? They remember what I did in Salon. I go past my Makeni, I go put Loco, I go Magoroka, I pass all around Kono all over. Pepe Garden they want to not get. Honorable. Hey, Pepe Garden they not get. What do you do? The problem here is when they be do the census the last time, places them when population density they like for 5,000 population day, 5 MP they come out, 4 MP they come out. Now then they make you see this man sit down here today. Most of how many people that will vote them for when they become house members of parliament, if you calculate the population is so less. We are in a deprived other districts there, other places there where the population density is so high. You understand? But this Rariboy MP then we go meet now palace, we go meet now House of Parliament. Yeah, let continue. Let me give them the space. Let it talk what it talk.
When the party don't give 10 people the name so the party they put them by matter of priority. Who that in name they first. And let them not vote for and your away come out. Then go vote for other person. Now the parliamentary vote all in the court. Then they transfer the vote. You because you did 70 that this man will name the first. Now enforce.
So you think this will affect you directly?
It not affect me. I tell you my position. Why only my political party?
All right, Honorable.
I tell you, it's not for the people.
I'll bring in Honorable Gevao. Now, with this constituency system, each member of parliament gets a relationship with the constituents them. Because say after 5 years, you get to go back to them for a new mandate. With the PR system, now your relationship will be with that of a political party because they get for send you name. You think say the people them with the introduction of this PR system, the people then go even sabi their representative, then they go to get conversation. The MP then go back to the constituent and talk to them about bills.
Very much so.
How?
I vividly remember under the PR system, your direct uncle now being member of parliament for constituency 1, where they don't shape now Kisi 10 and Kisi Tongi. The seat where it be win now been for that particular area. Mind you, they just send you name cash blank say now just for the district. the demographic area outside the city, you send 3 names for that particular demographic area in manner of priority 1, 2, 3. So if you send me name for constituency 003, it is there directly or expressly stated that the seat of constituency 003 now are they represent. So the people where they are they definitely always they interact with them, albeit the name they come, the format they come under a block system, the district block system, but the seat, the demographic seat, there is a specific candidate representing that particular seat, like what Incessant allude. And also all of this argument, if anybody been done feel say this law where they been done actually amend the constitution was so much of a bad law, it would have long been repealed. But in not they tell me say there is no such law, 2 or 3 or 4 MPs then will come on at the south and the east as APC MPs. I mean, that's not representative democracy.
In all of this, Honorable Geva, what thing will be the advantage of smaller political parties?
Smaller political parties, they definitely stand a chance of winning seats.
Well, not also there's a rigid criteria they will put in place. So if smaller political party them no meet, they no will take part in any electoral process.
No. There is no rigid criteria. The threshold, there is definitely going to be a threshold. Let's say if the threshold is 12%, like the last election, 1996, the threshold was 12 point something percent. If you're not a small political party, you get 12%, you get a seat.
Honorable Geva, if you be on the opposite, now this will be the same stand.
Certainly so.
Right.
The way Sierra Leone, the way even if we change the bill, it not get no effect. Honorable Geva talk about this PI system.
Now, has Honorable Geva they try for educate, and school this Tolongo big fool where you see in face na full no more did. They say it's simple. Most of them political party, especially then 0.2%, then 0.00% political party there. Now then they cause noise in that country today, which they not they play no impact. Where time can they all they cavanize, they come together, they call themselves, they say then Tomatis Cup or Jagato Cup. When they not create no impact. The only thing what they do, they go Neketombo, go sell the leniency to honest by Chroma. Let we see political party there when at 0.00% there. When they're not even meaningful now that country they're not meaningful now the society. Now they make boga. Now they do that labelizing. You understand? I want to tell the Slpp MP thanks for that on team up strong for make sure Salona is better. Them Tolongo there for too long when they don't believe in law, they don't believe in democracy. They don't believe in democracy. We don't see within the times, then one day, where they decry on Palo, where they sack a sitting vice president. Not commodity. They can't go to the high court. They say, they're not a rich day. Go international court. No. APC not believe in law. But we not a decent and a good political party where we don't come to transform that nation day. Anybody where if you say, you not Kakatua, you want stamp way, you want give it that blockage day. I swear to God, anything happen to you, blame yourself. APC na Rariboy party. They don't mean well for Sierra Leoneans. All these things where this Rariboy MPs don't know they talk for in favor for in your interest. He's not talking about the interest of the people. That is the difference. But however, Sierra Leone, this is not Slpp Weekly News. This is not a program where I see on and say where this let me come on as emergency. Let we lament on them, but other aspect than me and my crew current affairs. With now Sunday, we get for consider a lament on them. But this, I just want to tell you, say, most of the APC MPs, then they're not better for that country. We for deny them, we for vote against them. But before I go, there is a message where I believe say I will share this message where it's urgent from a sister, whether a powerful sister where it don't send a message. When I listen to this a message, yeah, before modern, my name is Nadima. The APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi, they're not better for this country. They're not better for themselves. That opposition they belong. So I just want to bravo to the ministers, then the one that really work very hard to make sure with bread and butter, let it become, let it become better. Let them make sure the livelihood of the people then let things occur, especially in the agriculture sector, where we will expect for we invest into agriculture. If Anes by Chroma, Tifma like Anes by Chroma, If that money where you get for not invest anything in agriculture to help the people themselves, now McKinney in constituency, other places there, if we don't find. But I know they do them. The only thing what they do is take them money that they send out for reward them, maybe MP, they cause trouble, they don't get no impact pass alone, send out abroad for them, they go to cause mommy cause. Now today they don't declare say inside the constitution, they don't put mommy cause there. You know, APC now opposition they belong. Trust me, you know, all the good things that way this government they do. Then they watch them, then they make up Benya, and they jealous. And APC, they get bad that. You know, APC get bad that for Salone. Because if you're not opposition leader, you're not opposition political party, you see they sit in government where they do things where you not do. You don't want they do it. You for clap behind and tell them thank you. Who's lapses then you put her on a able do for the country. But because they know say what the president Biode Pandu, it go tear for let APC kind of power. Now they don't go on the rampage. Everything a mommy cause a koto no more with the area there, they misbehave, that they say SLPP that, SLPP this, crying like you know, crying baby, you know. But however, this is not SLPP weekly news. Me family. What you need for do it for share the program. They watch you live now from the Green Movement on Facebook. They right now live on Twitter. They now right now live on YouTube, and they also on WhatsApp forums where people that they can share, you know. This now SLPP weekly news. At the end of the message where we sister get for we, let me call this with sister share a powerful and brilliant message. Then from there I close the program. And I believe say a message, a very unique and very powerful. And I believe say everybody go want listen to her, everybody go want hear it, waiting at the message where it get for in people them.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It depends on the time when you will see this video here. So this is now a girl, now una auntie, now una sister, now una friend in Mende, Titi. Now in talk. I want to talk directly to His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Madabio with INWEF about the MPs them, the ministers them, and the parliamentary. The people them need for the communicates out there. The MPs they need for going at the point them and talk to the people them. Not to all man they read and write na Sierra Leone. Not to all man sabi big English. Not to all man they listen to news or TV. The people they need for go out and communicate with the people them out there. They need for talk to people and men and no say yes, now this they happen at the country. And now this we get for do, and now this the pardon do, or now this we want do. When the iron don't want that they tell you they see one way in Bele big like a roast goat, it's map now one filling station, if they go and talk say pet, oh now pull out the pet. Thank you, lovely woman. You na Iron Lady, Minister of Trade. I see you na McKinney. I so respect you. I salute you. This is not the kind woman that we want in Sierra Leone, where they stand for the country. I salute you. I love you. I respect you, mommy. You na the kind woman that we want in Salon. Minister of Trade, you man will be Timapian and another filling station. Why would I not be they do this? Would I wait for stay where the lights don't red before when I come out na big belly them? Forgot him up na fuel station. They say can't open ya. We don't want to see una. Una they sabotage this man in government. He love una. He see say una able do una job, but una know they deliver to the people them. Communication minister, you know they deliver to the people. You know they even talk to the people. The people they know they even see you. Who say una all day? Una feel say then just they pay una. Wait door clean. Una grab. They inside them big motocar and put some Africa girl and a motocar they open. Don't down there with salon people they want. No, una need for tell the people them what you una they do, and the people they need for talk to una directly. What they want and what you una for do for them. Not so for pass and Debian, mother, open door. It get a lot for do. When them put you in this post, go there, talk to the people and go to the lane man. Go talk to them. Ask them what you need in this area. What you for do, what the plan for do for una. But una know they do it. As soon as they don't give una minister or they don't give una MP, 5 woman, 10 side chick, 20 horse, 3 motorcar, Like you will sabi una all. And time go come, we go begin call una name them because that country not so una one getter. And that money not so una get them. We tire with una. From when mother don't come, one day get peace. All na una they pull in waste. All na una they go and dig under. Now una na the same one. It don't come, it don't give una post. Una be there under. It don't give una post. Yeah. For more una do una walk. Una dey na una point there. Una no they do. Una just effect for una self now. Fen boku woman there. Galen up and down motoka houses them. We tire with una. The people that need una, the people that want to talk to una, the people that need they need for ask una questions them, the people that want for tell una what they want. They not be give you minister for me. You go sit down inside motoka, they run open door. Why you not be get that motoka before? They not give you minister for me. You get 2, 5, 6, 7 security in behind you. Who done are you? Who done are you? Since mother don't give una all them post there, una don't let fam pa the trouble. Una get una squad there, una get una gang there. This minister get in your gang. That other one get in your gang. That other one get in your gang. How dare una? Una contribute to most of this sabotage when they do to this man now. Una contribute like a 99% una. Una not the shame una. Una be there now so una dry like a monkey. They don't give una minister MP. Una don't fat. Now na motoka, nobody know they see una. The people that want una for communicate with, una know they go meet them. The people that will give una that money, will give una that power. Una not even want to know about them. Shame on una. Una feel say na the country una they do, or na the people of Sierra Leone una they do. Na swear na they go to una picking there. They go to una whole generation there because people and they suffer, people then they struggle. And also the one there where they go and highlight food, where they go and highlight a fuel, where they go and highlight other things them all. Then self now they all dip and they swear. As Mama Salon say more they swear. This time we they swear. Anybody we know they right, we know they good for that country they. How can go follow the whole generation? Please, ministers them, please MPs them. Member of parliament, people that want to talk to una, people that want to see una need for go na area them, una need for ask people that what they want, una need for ask picking them. Then are the future leaders them tomorrow. Now the future leaders them, una need for go talk to them, una need for help them, una need for talk to everybody. Make people are able to know who side they stand. Nobody don't know who side they stand. Una don't sabotage this government. Una them minister there, SLPP ministers them, MPs them, parliament. Una want fail, mother. Una want fail them. Not so mother for they talk to people. And now all man they blame mother for talk to people. And no, not to all time mother they talk, and not to all. Good evening.
Well, thank you very much, my sister. You know, the message is clear. The message is clear. You know, we they encourage with MPs for them to wake up. If you be the sleep, that for wake up and make sure you deliver. You do what is necessary for let you do. You do what they pay you for. Mother don't struggle a lot. They don't work very hard every day. Mother they walk, they fly, they do things. When no other president, no one they do another country day. This man here, he don't work very hard day and night. He don't do things them. When no president, no one they do them. You know, he don't set record upon record. His mother. When no president, no one they do them. This mother bio, where day and night they work so hard for let him make so salon go before. What he wanna serve need for do for mother is to make sure mother what he a plan for and people they let wanna deliver, not to all say mother for go. So if una hear it, even the former vice president, they all they say if today that they vote for somebody, mother you go vote for why? Because it don't see say mother now the best president ever we God don't give we another country day. So when we hear it with sister. And they try for explain the anger because this is it. How is it? Who say wanna be sit down? Where man then they lock the fear them, man they care Okada and they say no. Fear no di. And Solomon too wicked himself. Solomon they too wicked, you know, to in people them, to una young people them. When if say when I lock the pump, the fair price go up, or this happen, that go make APC kind of power. These are all political strategies. But like what we sister don't talk, I expect most of the minister and for buckle up for let them begin do things. Like few times, for the first time, I see the information minister where it don't begin go now village, other villages them, like McKinney, other places there. And they encourage and let them go all over. The green movement will be not cry for so long. We tell them say even the villages them, let them make sure if not projector, let them get them projector they. Because when some of you will be small, we can see say that time they come with them projector and they play that Jesus Christ and film them, with a see them. So we don't give a recommendation. We they expect the information minister, strategic communication, they all to see how bad they go put that strategize there to make sure at least their information they let it reach out to people there. The reason why this happen, like for instance, we see yesterday how people in ground they begin demonstrate. People that when they arrest them, they mislead them. They go demonstrate because they mislead them people the day before yesterday on Monday. Some people then believe say the Tranganess where they are in a government, not a government, the Tranganess they're all over the world. But how many people then for know? If you want interview, I see what I set na me eye. I say, hey, Papa, go information on the pago. Because the other lady, when I asked her, where that was from, I think from Unity Broadcasting, when I asked that woman, what you make when I can demonstrate, they say, because they demonstrate, let Papa government make let a few price go down. Let's say salon, will they produce fear? We know they produce fear in a salon. When you ask this Papa government and not eat, you let Papa government give them money or food and they eat. All that misleading information, the APC they tell and say, this government don't make, we not they eat again. This government don't make fear price no day. This government don't make this not happy. This not happy. For the 11 good years, they're not able to do anything. Things like that, what they see, they're not able to do them. APC not able to do them for now. But now that they mislead people, they say, yeah, fear price don't go up, rice don't go up, this don't go up, even including unless by Chroma. The last time it's the man, they talk up. They say they partner in village, people then say, one other village, they say the rice price don't go up. They say, before 2-3 more, it will be 1 million or so forth. It's so provocative. And people that wait in a salon, but people they are not educated. The social media is very, very powerful. People are not listening to too much on radio or other things than on social media. Now, this social media, now we they see now, the APC they use too much to send message, misleading information on them. But I want to tell the big ups to Slpp bloggers then, all the one that within our medias, whether they voluntarily work very hard for this government here, whether they make sure that they debunk the lies of the APC messages them to make sure they get the Sierra Leone get the rightful information. Thanks very much. That's not one of the bigger lapses down there where I don't see. Because I believe, say, if I was information minister, the first thing I go do, I go interact with them, they want the winner. And them boys, the bloggers, the Slpp bloggers or whatever, to do things to make sure informations then go up with projector, village to village. What the matter don't do. For them to make sure that then things the way matter don't do, let the people then see them. Some people then, when they say matter don't do this, they don't see them, then just they don't want to even hear about what the matter they can do. So it is the responsibility of the strategic communication to go out there to make sure the information reach to the people there. Matter itself, say information or this information where they go on right now, information is very, very powerful. And before even matter, we kind of power, media was one of the key aspects what they use. It's just unfortunate that we don't kind of power, the media would use careless now where APC want dormant on the media. If not because of the sacrifice and the lawyer, Slpp want them, whether they take the megabyte, they take the larger them, just because they see say, if they not do them, APC want mislead the Sierra Leone and them. APC want do all type of means to make sure then they can have power to can thief. So then when they were in the media, they take their money, then they complain, the small things there, then they invest, then they put it inside the media, buy it up, megabyte, struggle, travel, go other places then, just because of they want let this government, let people then see the good jobs this government they can do. But right, not to their responsibility, not to their road and the party itself not provide no provision for them when they do them. They are doing it because they love the party and they see say new direction and the only direction where it would transform this country. Yeah. Now make people that they sacrifice day and night to make sure they propagate the good jobs of this party here. But the strategic communication, as we they do them, as people that they do them, we not say for booking up to make sure and do the right things. Not to honor to give, because like for instance, even there are other person they want to say they work strategic communication, I get very big platform. For even share the good things the way this government they do, you know they do, but if they get big money, 17 million per month, then they pay them. If we're supposed to do things, everything what the government they do, other things they go out, send people there, interact with people there, they are not doing it. So now make you see APC that they play politics because they don't say election day in a corner. They don't say election day in a corner. And when election day in a corner, APC not mind, they take goat, cow, they blood, they rubber, they say no more mandis. That's what APC they behave. So this now a wake up call to we ministers. They will not wake up. Matter depends on una. It don't work very hard for that country. They will not make sure the information they let it reach out. Because when we see on yesterday on Unity, where Unity be the interview people there under, where I see the lady they talk say, one mother put fear down, the tranga, then they feed we this that. They say, oh my goodness, information. People are not getting information. So ministers, una do ya with a beg una in the name of God. Una do una job very, very comfortably. We're going to make sure the people that go get elected. Then there's a wasi alpha saidu bangrua. I share the program where I see una night, when they sweat to explain things. If una be they do things, una not for us sweat day and night. Una they go make any other places, they interact with them, engage them. That is good. That is good. Big up, you know, big up for that. That will be the expect for una for what una go they do. Not only sit down and let the information go out there to the people then. You know. So it's a wake up call for una. Do ya? They pay una. If you're not able to do the job, let for other people that they on the line when they want to do the job, when I sacrifice them for this party, when they go and do the job. But say we're not there, now we have responsibility to make sure the information that out there, let it come out, let it come. Let we get them. This is not SLPP weekly news. Now SLPP business. And they tell una, and una they watch, and una they listen. Do ya, una straighten una self up. And see how bad una do the right thing. Make sure reach out. Engage, monitoring system, the education aspect, the schools them, una monitor the schools them, monitor everything from now on at that country day. Because if we are not there per monitor, APC say we don't relax. We don't relax. So because we don't relax, so they go do anything they want to do. If we are not for don't come out and go see the fear, like what did this woman do, the deputy minister for trade, they go engage places them, places upon places them. People they get fear and they don't want to sell and they want if they prefer sell and jebu for let people they suffer. Saloma get bad that. Saloma get bad that for a people there. Because if you don't get bad that, you get fear. Why you not go sell it to the people there? They keep up because of honest by Kruma get shared in the. This one of the reason why they make APC, they not go ever kind of power. So with the work una up because we are not saying that una job there they play with. Where APC, God forbid, because I know say 100 years to come, APC not kind of power. But if we not make careless now, APC can't have power. We not say we not job, we not don't lost them. We not know APC. Not like when Mother Bio don't come, they look at APC, they give them job. This government, they give APC the job. They give everybody job in that country. They, yeah. Under this government, they do that. When APC don't have power, you know they do that. So when we not serve, they don't get, we not get the opportunity now, we not get the jobs then, we not make sure we not do them. We not just relax no more. Now that they pay una for. And make sure encourage the one that also did in media where they work very hard. Because what thing that they do not to una money, now they own money when they for it at this difficult time, where they sacrifice to make sure they propagate for this party, for this government here. Because Mother Bio, anybody where you see Mother Bio and you see what they happy and what they do for this country, you gonna say, now we don't get a leader. Now we don't get a best president ever in the history of Sierra Leone. So man, they know they do their job. When they see president, they make them say that they do their job. No, we don't want to see that day. When I get una responsibilities there, when I make sure when I do una responsibilities there, where it's necessary for doing for the people there. Go to them and tell the people that that's what it did, that's what it did. Well, they're in global war, in global crisis, and not easy all over. But if the people they don't know, they go feel say no more. Oh, Mother Roca, you don't forget me, or in this, that. Yes, because the information is not going out there. So my family, this is not SLPP Weekly News. I want to tell my sister, Mariam Lovely, thanks very much for a brilliant message. and I will disseminate your message. We will go across the nation. Let God bless you all, and God bless Mama Sierra Leone, President Bio. Now the best president ever we don't get, and we they vote for President Bio back because in one of the best leader we God don't ever give we. We know say APC the Jolos, they want get President Bio, but they not go get her because then they can always lucky to get thief man then, IMP then, drunken then, something, Bokia them, the family then. My name is Dima. Me and SLPP Bobo. I tell you thanks on behalf of my team, and Tete will meet again. Let God bless Mama Sierra Leone. And we tell you, say 2023, no runoff for President Bio. With the vote and back, whether elected or not. You know, President Bio, thanks very much for your good job, what they do. You know, every good thing where somebody they do genuinely, no matter what happen, people then go there when they go sabotage you. But the God where they serve, the God where they for you, President Bio, that God they a big pass any other God. Any other God them where then they go worship them or remand or what they do. You don't God where you deserve. It will dominate more than them. It will make sure you go make sure within you 10 years or 11 years where you say for now, you go make sure Mama Salon is better. Tete will meet again. I go say Tata. God bless you all.